Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Hello everyone, let us introducing ourselves. My name is Husnul Hidayat and my partner
Chelsea Ramadanti.
We are students from State Polytechnic of Sambas.
In this occasion, we will present and explain about our past. Title:
Our environment is our responsibility. Reconstruction, environmental related financial reports. We would like to bring attention to a critical issue that continues to affect both our environment and society, the negligence of corporate environmental responsibility. Our presentation focused on a real case that occurred in Sambas Regency in 2025, where a palm oil company responsibly managed its waste, leading to environmental pollution and social disparity.
Through this poster, we aim to raise awareness, identify the root causes about pollution, and propose practical solutions to ensure that companies are held accountable and that financial reports generally reflect their environmental responsibility.
In 2025, in Sambas Regency, West Kalimantan, a serious case of negligence occurred in the implementation of corporate social responsibility by a palm oil company. The company discharges production waste into the river without proper treatment. The river is located near residential areas, which resulted in pollution of the water that the community uses for daily activities such as bathing, washing, and even consumption. Numerous complaints were made by the local residents regarding this issue, yet the company continued to ignore them. CSR, or corporate social responsibility, should encompass social, economic, and environmental responsibilities. However, in this case, the environmental aspect was neglected, reflecting the company's lack of integrity in upholding sustainability principles. The role of CSR here is to help protect the environment so that it can be preserved and enjoyed by everyone. Implementing environmentally focused CSR initiative not only benefits the surrounding community but also support the community's own operations. A clean environment ensures smoother and more efficient operation.
Still discussing, this time we will continue to the impact that occurred. This negligence has caused multidimensional consequences across environmental, social, and governance aspects. First, environmental pollution. This issue significantly impacts multiple parties, especially those living near the company's operation. Furthermore, the natural ecosystem is also at risk. Waste from palm oil processing contains harmful chemicals that contaminate the river, disturb aquatic ecosystem, kill river organisms, and endanger the health of human and animal. Unfortunately, this type of impact is often overlooked by companies during operation. The second, social inequality. While the surrounding community suffers from pollution, the company continues to enjoy substantial profits. This imbalance exacerbates the public distrust toward both the company and the government. And the last, for governance, the negligence makes it difficult for the company to manage potential future conflicts, such as public protests. The more severe the impact on the community, the higher the risk of public demonstration against the company, which in turn disrupts operation and diminishes performance quality.
So, why did the company neglect its responsibilities? Several contributing factors include the first, profit-oriented mindset. The company is primarily focused on short-term financial gains without considering long-term environmental and social costs. While it's understandable that companies aim for profitability, some fail to account for the risk arising from their operation, particularly environmental damage, which is the key issue discussed in this case. Second, irresponsible production practices. The lack of stringent operational standards for waste management and sustainable production is another issue. Waste is disposed of without any treatment or raw disposal. Such unmanaged waste has a major impact on environmental conditions. Companies may not even know where the waste ends up after disposal. In fact, waste that flows into river near residential areas contains harmful substances that can affect plants, animals, and humans. Even the smallest damage can have serious consequences for all parties involved. And the third factor is lack of communication with local communities. The community is not involved in decision-making processes. Residents' concerns are often not taken seriously, despite repeated complaints regarding pollution. the company has ignored them, allowing the pollution problem to worsen over time. And the last factor is lack of transparency in financial reporting. Environmental responsibilities are not reflected in the company's financial statement. As a result, environmental degradation is not recognized as a liability that should be addressed or budgeted for. Environmental accounting is a crucial aspect of financial reporting. While environmental issues may seem unrelated to company performance, they can have significant long-term impacts if not managed properly. This is one of the main areas of concern when addressing corporate negligence regarding environmental pollution. Similarly, the accounting treatment of the economic and non-economic sacrifices for social and environmental responsibility activities, or SER, as well as the economic and non-economic benefits like costs, risks, and benefits of SER activities also tend to be misguided. As a result, accounting information presented in financial reporting and annual reporting tends to be mislead users in risk evaluation and performance appraisal, as well as in operational and strategic decision making. LACO 2016C. So now we will talk about the solutions. After identifying the factors behind the company's negligence, we now explore possible solutions that accounting students can contribute to in addressing this issue. The first solution is educational and advocacy initiatives. Raise awareness among companies and communities about the importance of environmental sustainability through seminars, training sessions, and public campaigns related to CSR and environmental stewardship. These educational efforts can focus on the factors previously discussed, helping companies understand the importance of recognizing external risks, managing production responsibly, maintaining good relationship with local communities, and most importantly, integrating waste management costs into financial reporting. Many companies in Sambas Regency still do not consider industrial waste as a reportable liability, which results in inaction. One approach is to develop environmentally friendly financial report statement that includes environmental management-related expenses, especially waste treatment, ensuring a healthier and more sustainable local environment. Here is an example of a financial report format that includes environmental expense reporting. This format serves as a way for companies to contribute to environmental preservation while fulfilling their CSR obligations. As students, we can also support companies in initiating this effort by sharing our knowledge about environmental accounting.
The next solution is partnership with regulatory bodies. In addition to supporting companies, we can collaborate with local communities to address these issues. Such collaboration could take the form of mediated discussion between the company, student, and advocate communities, facilitated by relevant government authorities.
And the last solution is environmental compliance audits. Conduct periodic audits to ensure that companies comply with environmental standards. These audits should cover waste management, emissions, water usage, and environmental impacts disclosures in financial reports. While students may not yet be authorized to conduct formal audits like professional auditors, they can participate in auditing activities during internships to help support the audit process.
As a closing statement, we would like to reaffirm that environmental responsibility is not a matter of choice, but an obligation inherent in every business activity. The case in Sambas Regency offers a reflection of the urgent need for transparency and accountability in financial reporting that support environmental sustainability and social justice.
Listener, thank you for your attention. We hope that what we have shared can be beneficial for all of us. I'm Sul Hidayat.
And I'm Chelsea Ramadanti.
We are from the State Polytechnic of Sambas. Together, let us protect the environment because our environment is our responsibility. With that, we conclude. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.